A princess wakes up, shackled. She remembers being drugged. An open window reveals only the ocean. Hearing men approach, she lies back down. Two men enter. Thinking she's asleep, one nears her. She headbutts him. Breaking her thumb, she slips a hand free, whipping the chain across his face. He throws her down, but she kicks back. When he grabs her, she stabs a hairpin into his eye until he dies. The second man attacks. She stabs his leg and arm with her hairpin, swings the chain at his head, and, after a struggle, kicks him off the tower. When another man arrives, she smashes him with a sledgehammer. Freeing herself, she stages the room and escapes. She sneaks to a bathroom, sees her family chained in the courtyard, and watches as the castle locks down. Julius confronts them with his guard Moira. The king appeals to Julius' better nature, but Julius rejects diplomacy. Violet, the younger daughter, spits at Julius, who insists on getting what he wants. Moira lashes her whip past Violet to subdue a guard, warning her to obey. Julius accuses the king of betraying traditions. The king says fear can't rule a kingdom, but Julius believes power will win the people. The princess blames herself. She remembers how she was forced to marry Julius for an heir. Though he played the part of a respectful suitor, she fled before the ceremony. A soldier enters. She hides in a bathtub, holding her breath. Though suspicious, the soldier leaves. She rips her soaked dress and moves on, sneaking through the halls. The same soldier catches her and chokes her. She rings his helmet to escape, kicks his crotch, dodges his sword, and bashes his head into the wall. He charges, so she jumps on his back and blinds him by twisting his helmet. She finally kills him with his helmet's horns. She recalls Lynn, who taught her to fight for a purpose. Julius becomes suspicious after a body's discovered. He sends Kerr to investigate. Kerr orders another to check the princess's room. Meanwhile, she hides in the knitting room, tears her bridal gown for better movement. Two soldiers find her. She stabs one and binds the other with lace, demanding info. When he mocks her, she shoots his comrade with a crossbow. He still refuses to talk, so she shoots him in the neck. She heads downstairs, hears soldiers, and climbs out the window. Hanging by a ledge, she drops her sword. Climbing back in, she finds a soldier resting. Waiting until he stands, she re-enters and sneaks into the dining hall via a secret passage. Drunken soldiers guard the loot. She avoids them and reaches her bedroom to retrieve her sword, remembering how Lin and Kai trained her. Though Kai disarmed her, she managed to defeat him, proving her warrior spirit. He gifted her the sword. Now armed, she hears Julius and Moira discussing the wedding. Julius wants to wed through tradition to legitimize his claim. As they kiss, the princess almost stabs them through the wall, but a soldier interrupts. He reports to Julius, who goes to see the king. The tired soldier finally checks her room and sees what looks like her and a guard asleep. Both are actually dead. Julius meets the king, who warns that ruling through fear will cost him everything. Julius doesn't care. Meanwhile, the princess emerges from a vent under a knight's armor stand. It moves. He's alive. She fights him, eventually stabbing through the weak points in his armor and setting him ablaze with oil and fire. Outside, the burning knight falls off the tower. Julius orders Kerr to act. Moira interrogates the tired soldier and, realizing the truth, kills Kerr for mocking her. She takes command. The princess escapes, but guards flood the halls. She's cornered by 3 men but defeats them. More arrive. She throws beads to trip them and uses their shields as steps. She knocks out one and throws him over. More follow. She blocks a warhammer with a shield, breaks the wielder's foot, and stabs his torso. Though he chokes her and pulls out her sword, she finishes him by stabbing through his chin. Told to keep her alive, the guards hesitate. Wounded, she kills more, then dives off the ledge using a guard's body to break her fall. When another attacks, she wounds him and flees. Soldiers pursue her, so she swings through a window using a tapestry and hides. She remembers offering herself to be trained as a knight instead of being married off. Her father opposed it, saying war was no place for her. She snapped back that being given to a man was no better. She's pulled from her memory when Lynn arrives. Lynn tends to her wounds and says the royal family is in the keep. To reach them, they head to the kitchen but find soldiers. As soldiers stay behind to harass a cook, the two women intervene. The princess handles two while Lynn takes the others. They work together, burning one with soup and killing the rest. Moira appears and calls her a foolish girl. She whips at them, captures Lynn's wrist, and knocks her down. Then she wraps her whip around the princess's neck and hoists her. Lynn frees her with a fire trap, sending flames toward Moira. They escape through the sewers. At the keep, guards drink. The princess joins them briefly before attacking. She defeats them while her family watches. But just as they prepare to flee, someone knocks her out. She awakens chained with her family. He slaps her and declares she was born to be his wife. She responds that once married, she'll plot to kill him every day. Infuriated, he opts to wed Violet instead and tells Moira to kill the princess. The princess kicks a sword toward Moira. In the chaos, Lynn escapes with Violet. A soldier throws the princess through a window. She sinks into the water, remembering all she's endured and what's at stake. She breaks her bindings and swims up. Back at the wedding, Julius prepares to marry Violet. Guards search for her, but the princess returns. A guard tries to stop her. Violet topples a statue on him. The sisters and Lynn reunite and gear up. They ambush Julius's guards. Lynn uses a bow, then swords. They fight through the nights, aiming at weak spots. Violet sneaks into the church to give Kai a sword but is caught. The princess and Lynn battle armored foes, fighting toward the church. Julius forces the wedding. The princess throws a sword, helping Lynn enter. Moira blocks her path. As Lynn and Kai fight, the king attacks Julius but fails. Lynn saves him, and the crown falls. Moira disarms the princess, but she fights back, using Moira's whip to strangle and hang her. Julius stabs Lynn. The princess enters and weeps, then faces Julius. He claims her parents wept when she was born. She retorts that his father wept too, probably for the same reason. Though wounded, she holds him off. He stabs her again and throws her into the courtyard. As he declares his rule, she recalls Lynn's lessons. Then as he turns, she strikes, beheading him. The people watch as the crown drops. The princess hands it to her father. Proud, the king declares her the rightful heir. Bells ring as he knights her, proclaiming that princesses will now decide their destinies. The people cheer. The princess runs to Lynn, who's alive. At last, the tired soldier stumbles in, still clueless, shouting as he finds her.